Shangri-La. I deserve punishment for my actions. Each time I took a photograph with my phone, its flash made the school wall shine a bright, heavenly white. Maybe felt longer because of the wrong ends. I don't know, because all of the other ones, like all of the other VODs that I have for the other chapters are all like 2.5 hours. Which is true, I could have just gotten a lot of wrong ends, because I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah. This was a place of solitude. Only she and I, not another soul to be found. I just can't stay away. I was acutely aware that the hand in which held my cell phone had begun sweating, and my breathing had become uncomfortably heavy. I was getting steadily more excited, and it was all because of her. A perfect flower, brightly adorning the wall with its myriad colors. Such was the departed female form that spread before me. When I first encountered her, it took me several moments to just comprehend what I was seeing. I'd never beheld a person with such grievous injuries before. I'm not even certain the word injuries would apply to a situation like this. What state of mind could cause someone to do this to another human being? I was certain this action had been wrought by human hands, largely because both of her arms had been nailed to the wall with construction-grade linchpins. Based solely on the dugout abdomen, seemingly without the use of tools, the intestines lying on the floor, the smashed eyeballs, and the exposed jaw, one might think she'd been torn apart by wild animals, but the linchpins and the faint traces of bloody handprints here and there proved otherwise. And yet, this bold, finely crafted display of her body shows a clear will and fiery passion on the part of the orchestrator. The blood that splattered far and wide shone in a flash like bright red flame, and whole chunks of flesh were strewn about like flower petals. This flayed, eviscerated corpse with arms outstretched and nailed to the wall brought to mind the image of Jesus nailed on the cross. But she was even purer than that. There was no self-sacrifice here, no lesson to be taught. Whoever did this clearly had fun with it. They enjoyed killing her. They enjoyed destroying her. I support there are animals who kill for food but for sport, leaving the carcasses of their prey behind. Who kill not for food but for sport, leaving the carcasses of their prey behind. Of course, even intelligent animals like the lion, monkey, and dolphin can be subject to occasional exclusion and abuse within their ranks. Yet only humans possess the capacity to turn their violent impulses into art. Can that truly be all there is to it, though? My internal monologue had become a soliloquy, if only for a moment. What was it about this girl that fascinated me so? Witnessing the aftermath of a murderer's actions did provide a certain freeing sense of childlike helplessness, to be sure. But why had she, in particular, stricken my fancy? This whole school is like a variable corpse party. Guys, he said the name of the game. He said the name of the game. He said corpse party, guys. I've seen so many other bodies since I've arrived here, but none like hers. The moment I first laid eyes on her will stay with me always. Not just the sight, but the smell too, hanging in the air like steam after a hot bath. She was young, junior or senior high school age. But that's about all I could determine. Her uniform was tattered and soaked through with blood, and there was no student ID name tag to be found. The only reason I believed her to be a she, in fact, was due to the presence of makeup bag and ornate tortoiseshell jewelry box on the ground nearby. I don't have the slightest clue who she may be, so why am I drawn to her? Please, please tell me, who are you? Is that one Ryu? The alarm on my cell phone sounded, as if in answer. Oh dear, is it already this late? A production of The Barber of Seville was airing on the MHK Educational Network that evening, and Mayu had asked me to record it for her. It's like in a movie when they say the name of the movie in the movie. Exactly. Or my favorite is when we're watching movies and TV shows and they say my name. Because Destiny comes up all the time. And I find it so funny. There was a commercial one time where it was like for some show and it said like, sometimes Destiny is just around the corner. And I like took a picture of the TV and I had it on my Instagram like hella long ago. And I was like, you cannot escape me. Every time we like hear my name in like a movie or a TV show, me and Max both look at each other being like, oh my god, like jokingly. It's hilarious. Only we can make Destiny jokes. I'm kidding. I got so many things growing up about puns with my name. It was a vocab word in the 6th grade. I remember we were doing like a spelling test where like the teacher says the word out loud and you have to like spell it for like a test. And he said my name because it was the vocab word, and he looks at me and he's like, you better not get this one wrong. I remember I literally like drew a name from where like you write your name. I drew a line from where you write your name on the top of the paper. I like drew a line all the way down to it and put a little arrow. I was so clever. I was the funniest kid in school, guys. Being away from my TV at the time, I'd set a few reminder alarms on my phone to sound at regular intervals beforehand. Mayu was most renowned for her love of sweets and accessories and such, and I often wondered if anyone else knew how much she enjoyed the works of Rossini. I need to find Mayu. She's lost without me. So clever. Miller, I'm a hilarious and you know it. Bright and beautiful Mayu, beloved by all who know her. I was the only one aware of the weaknesses that lay within her heart. Therefore, I was the only one who could truly protect her. Speaking of weaknesses, it's so humble too. I wonder what's become of Mochida's little sister. I certainly enjoyed chasing her around earlier. I gave her quite a fright. I adored watching her run for her life. It was an act befitting a psychopath pedophile, yet I am no such thing. Why then did I glean such joy from it? I simply found her frail, cowering countenance to be irresistibly precious. See top of page. Okay, well I was in like the 3rd grade, okay? The sight of an overwhelmingly weak person standing before me, utterly helpless and alone, elated my very soul. The sensation was nearly orgasmic. Yet this was a friend's sister. For all the torment I'd caused, I'd certainly intended no harm. The perceived threat I represented just spawned such panic and horror within her that I couldn't help myself. Thinking back upon it, it still makes me smile. I swear, it feels like there's another me slowly and steadily awakening within. No, this isn't right. This isn't who I am. Could it be that this nightmarish location is messing with my head? Indeed, this wouldn't do at all. If I were to return to the real world with Mayu and the others without first discarding this new me, I would no longer be able to live the way I did before. The arrow works too. I suppose I'll need to erase all the pictures and movies I've stored in my phone. Excluding hers. Emmy, Toko, anybody at all? Is anybody there? Why is that one box bloody? Just one box. Crap, my phone, is it okay? Damn it, the strap broke? Nobody in here either. Where did everybody go? Hard to believe we were just in the student council room. I guess that Sachiko Ever After charm is what did us in, huh? This wasn't just some ordinary school building. Some fellow student council members and classmates and I did all this weird ritual, and then I passed out. I thought maybe it was anemia or something. But when I woke up, I found myself in this thoroughly disturbing place, and my friends were nowhere to be found. At first, I thought maybe this was just Toko playing a prank on me, but I quickly realized that it went far beyond that. I got angry, I screamed, I cowered in fear and begged anyone who could hear me to stop doing this, but ultimately I was just talking to air. This all felt like a bad dream, and I prayed in my heart of hearts that that's all it was, because I knew I wouldn't be able to stand being in this horrible place all alone. I just wanted to see someone, to be with someone. I just wanted someone to call my name. I'm Mitsuki Yamamoto, an 11th grader at Byakuden Senior High School. I serve as clerk for the student council. I'm right here, everyone, right here. We gotta look at the bloody box. A decaying human head has been forcibly crammed in the top left cubby. It mustn't have been easy to make it fit, as there are tiny pieces of flesh and scalp tissue all along the frame. Who would have done something like this? You know, when I saw my first body here, I couldn't stop throwing up. But I think I'm starting to get desensitized. I just hope the others are okay. What else does it want me to look at? There are numerous indoor use slippers stowed in the cubbies. They appear much more old-fashioned than the ones commonly worn in modern elementary school. The door is frozen in place, as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It doesn't even rattle when pushed. Damn it, the windows are the same way! What the hell is going on here? I'm not going to accomplish anything by staying in one place. I need to keep looking for my friends. Oh. Mitsuki! Who's there? It's me, Kurosaki! Kurosaki, where are you? We were in the same hallway, but separated by a huge hole in the floor. Still, I'd finally found someone. Kensuke Kurosaki, a classmate of mine from 2-4. After being alone in here all this time, finally, a friend. I could barely contain my exuberance. Kurosaki, I'm so glad you're alright. You too, how are you holding up? You're not hurt or anything, right? No, I'm just fine. How about you, Kurosaki? Where are the others? I wish I knew. I only just woke up and I'm still trying to figure out how I got here. No kidding. We were all in the student council room, right? So how come we're all in a rundown school now? Did someone carry us here while we were unconscious? That's the only explanation I can think of, but I can't imagine anyone actually doing that. Yeah, they'd have to be pretty sick, but then, well, have you seen what's in here with us, Kurosaki? The dead bodies? Yeah, first time in my life I've even seen the real deal. I was about ready to piss my pants when I realized what I was looking at. Ew, come on. I'm serious, this place is so not safe. We need to find Kizami, Fukuroi, and the others and get out of here. Kurosaki carefully inched closer to the hole in the corridor, bit by bit, then took a good, long look inside. You could leap right over that, I'll bet. I mean, you're in the baseball club and you're good at sports, so something like this should be no problem. You do sports. There's no way. I'd have to be a track star to clear that. Well, you'll never be one with that kind of attitude. Man, you don't mince words, do you? Wouldn't expect anything less of you, though. Anyway, I'm going to go try to find some other way around. What? Wait. You stay there, Mitsuki, in case anyone else shows up while I'm gone. You don't need to be in such a hurry. Why don't we stay here for a little while yet? Bye. Don't leave me alone. I guess I can be kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. In class and in student council meetings alike, I'm always trying to take charge. I suppose I'll have to be all docile and sweet like Emmy if I want to be treated like a lady. Out of range. Damn. Right when I needed the most, too. The time display on my phone read 29:09. That's not a time. Well, that's certainly not right. Maybe it got messed up when I dropped it. Creaky, creaky. Miller. Max treats me like a lady. I'm not one, but Kurosaki's taking an awfully long time. I sure hope nothing happened to him. Hey, anybody there? Kurosaki? I'm here, over here, Kurosaki. Because he fears for his life. No, he don't. Mitsuki, is that you? I'm very nice. I'm very nice. Just Miller, you're mean to me, so I'm mean back. Fukuroi! Thank goodness! I was looking all over for you, Mitsuki. It was Masato Fukuroi, a classmate of mine and the student council president. He always had a scowl on his face and dug his heels into the ground on everything, but right now his cold obstinance was as welcome as could be. Fukuroi, I'm so glad you're alright! Wait, wasn't that exactly the same thing I said to Kurosaki? I really need to get some new material. I'm sorry, you caught me right as I was starting to panic. I mean, we're in this horrible place and Kurosaki wandered off. So slow down. This isn't like you, Mitsuki. Are you saying Kensuke is here too? Yeah, he was on the other side of that pit, and since he couldn't figure out how to cross it, he just ran off to find an alternative way around. I see. Jumping the gun is always then. Have you found anyone else, Fukuroi? What about Toko? I'm afraid not. No Okawa or Kitayama either. And no Kizami. Well, Kizami's probably fine by himself. Humph, you might be right. He's strong in body and strong of will. I doubt even a place like this could bring him down. At any rate, once we're reunited with Kirizaki, we should make finding the others our first priority. Maybe we should try and find an alternative route around this pit ourselves then. Is that really such a good idea though? What if Kirizaki gets here after we've already left? Then he'll have to wait for us, and if we set about finding our own route, there's a good chance we'll run into him along the way. And we might happen upon the others too. You're right, we can't just stand around or we'll never get anywhere. And I have to admit, I am worried about Toko and the others. For me too. We have to confirm the safety of everyone from Byakuten as soon as possible. Ugh. The door to the art room is locked up tight. Thank you. Oh, can't go that way, can't go that way. Cool. Only one way to go. That's how I like it with my games. Make it easy for me. Music room. The first things I noticed when entering the room was a stack of candles and a box of matches right in front of my eyes. Had someone left these behind? These look fine. As long as they're not too damp, they should still be perfectly usable. Come on, flame. I struck one of the matches along the side of the box, and a small red flame flickered into being. I propped up one of the loose candles and placed the burning match head against the wick. It may not be much, but hopefully if someone comes into this room and sees this candle, they'll know there are other living beings in here with them. Okay, Ayumi. I decided it would be best to take the remaining candles and the box of matches with us, just in case we needed them. That's the save point. It's one of the candles we found in this room. Okay. There's a row of awards and plaques on one of the shelves here. Along them sits a small, rectangular box. What could this be? We're taking it. The cabinet's glass door is locked. Never mind, I guess we're not taking it. Fukori, look! There's something in there! Something small was firmly jammed between two of the keys on the piano. It seemed to have been wedged in with tremendous force, making it impossible to move either of the surrounding keys. Yeah, there's definitely something there, but I don't think we'll be getting it out anytime soon. We need something we could fit into the tiny space between the keys in order to pop it out. Oh, okay, wait. Oops. No, skip. I've seen it. I know. Is that all just the same one? Yeah, we saw that. The seal must be undone. The tragedy must not be allowed to spread any farther. Okay. Try my best. Nothing. Oh! A memo pad, presumably belonging to the deceased girl, is lying on the ground near her body. It looks like she was using it to chronicle her experiences here in the school building. The letters are written in pink ink and are easily legible. I did the Sachiko ritual with Nozomi and the others, and then, all of a sudden, I was out like a light. When I came to, I was here, surrounded by corpses. I can't even say how many times I vomited. I want to go home. We three have to stick together. If we don't, I think we're as good as dead. Like that high school student we met yesterday. There's nothing left to eat in here. I think we've been here a week now, but it's hard to say for sure. I really want to take a bath. And brush my teeth, too. The three of us talked it over, and we decided to eat that dead body. It was tough and bloody, and felt and tasted so wrong. Rina soldiered through, but Nozomi threw it up. He came again. Nozomi was injured. Now she'll just get in our way. Rina was crying. But I'm just hungry. Nozomi's not coming. I think she's been killed already. Oh well. If Rina comes, I know what I have to do. And what was that? Oh, is this just the same thing again? How do I skip through it? No. Skippy. Why is it still shiny on the ground if I'm not picking it up? The shiny means pick up an item. Stop it. There's no like easy skip button. In the last game there was, but this one wasn't. It's a comparatively fresh corpse. Based on size and uniform, it seems to be the body of a female junior high school student. Her throat seems to have been torn out, resulting in copious amounts of blood not only on her uniform, but pooled along the floor as well. Her mouth, too, is hanging agape, as she has no tongue. What was used to cut her apart like this? Her student ID is bloody, but still legible. Okay. Now we just leave? Staff room! Now we're going in the teacher's lounge, guys. Oh, the door to the staff room is locked up tight. Crap. I wanted to go see what the teachers do. What's up, buddy boy? There's a corpse here that almost seems to be resting against the wall. Or perhaps it was propped up post-mortem. It looks to be the remains of a male senior high school student. His wrists and ankles are bound with wire, and there also appear to be copious amounts of wire around his neck. His name tag reads, Kurashiki Industrial High School, Masaru Nijino. Ghost? Is that a ghost? Like, for real? Crap, this isn't good. My legs are shaking. You're still alive, aren't you? If you don't want that to change anytime soon, then take my advice. Trust no one. Not a single person. Thank you. Appreciate the advice. Okay. Nyum, nyum, nyum. Oh, wait, we're already in here. Yeah, we already went in here. So, let's go in the boys' room. The boys' room entrance is completely boarded up. There's no way to get inside right now. You could totally squeeze through that, no issue, or like climb into this gap. That's not hard. Do you know what lies beneath this school? It's a mire of agony and torment that can drive a man to madness with a single touch. Okay. Ooh, my neck. Ooh. Girls' room. Oh. The girls' bathroom entranceway is covered in protective charms and seems to be shut up tight. It looks like something is written here, but the lettering is so faint as to be illegible. The atmosphere feels heavier here than it does anywhere else, and the door is covered in protective charms. It seems to be shut up tight. It's not even locked, it just won't open. Shinto seals? I don't like the looks of that. It's no more disconcerting than anything else in this godforsaken building, really. Well, it's not like we can get in there to investigate anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, there's like a whole other thingy up here. Reference room. Oh. The door and window alike are frozen in place, as if they're just decorations on the wall. Nothing rattles when pushed. Did I miss something that I was like supposed to pick up at some point? It looks to be a bucket, probably used by the custodian for mopping the floors. There's nothing inside. Okay, well, like, did I miss like something small or what? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because it said Nyum nyum nyum. Because we needed something thin for the what was I gonna say? For the oh wait, it was in the music room. What am I doing? Because they, for like the piano, they said they needed something thin to stick between it. Take out the box. Cabinet's glass door is locked. So it's just that it's locked. Something in there. Something small was firmly jammed between two of the keys on the piano. It seemed to have been wedged in with tremendous force, making it impossible to move either of the surrounding keys. Yeah, there's definitely something there, but I don't think we'll be getting it out anytime soon. We needed something we could fit in the tiny space between the keys in order to pop it out. Okay. And then that's just the journal to read. Is this gonna be one of those things like the board where like it was like impossible to find? What's this way? Oh wait, that just goes up to like the art room and stuff, right? There's nothing up here. Can confirm, nothing here. Let's go in the hallways. Do we see anything? Is there a nail file around here? No? Oh. The door's locked. Okay. So yeah, nothing up here. Nothing can be in those two doors. In those two tiles, I guess. This is the part where these games lose me. Is when they make like little things like impossible to see. Nothing in any of these, right? We talked to him. And there's nothing around here, right? So that says locked up tight. And nothing here. This hallway looked like a different copy paste when we went in it. I wanted to just quickly check. No. Okay. You said you wanted a longer chapter. Here you go. Where you gotta go look in all the tiny little nooks and crannies. Anything in here? Numerous indoor use slippers, more old-fashioned. We read that. Anything from the head? Decomposed human cranium occupies the top left cubby on this shelf. It must have been easy to make it fit, as there are tiny pieces of flesh and scalp and tissue all along the frame. The only standout injury is to the jaw, which is clearly smashed in, giving the face an eerie, unnatural expression. Based on what's left of its facial features and the cut of its hair, this was likely a male middle school student. Looking closely, something seems to have been shoved into his mouth. Look, there's something in there. Remember how we had already interacted with this? And now we had to go back and interact with it again. I can definitely see something in his mouth, but I don't think I can, you know, allow me. Thanks, man. Definitely not a man of maggots crawling all over me. Fukui dug around inside the mouth of the severed head for a few moments, then finally withdrew his hand. He was gripping something tightly between his now foul-smelling, discolored, and dully glistening fingers. Here, I've got tissues. Thank you. It seems to be a key of some sort. After thoroughly wiping off all the maggots and bits of rotting flesh, the item Fukui produced from the head. After thoroughly wiping off all the maggots and bits of rotting flesh, the item Fukui produced from the head took on that classic look of an old copper key. And now we can go back to the music room. Thank you, thank you. And then I'm sure with this key we can open that closet thingy, and then in there it'll give me something that I can pop out the piano key. There's a row of awards and plaques on one of the shelves here. Among them sits a small rectangular box. What could this be? Take out the box. The cabinet's glass door is locked. Oh, how do I use that key then? How do I? It doesn't go there? Well. Slight flag on the play. Give me a moment. Oh wait, I should have checked the boys' room. Well, I don't think that one wasn't a key, that was boarded up. Never mind, we're good there. Flag on the play, little wrench in my plans. That one had seals. That's a hallway. Let's see if it's a reference. Okay. I can't. Yum, yum, yum. Key? It's frozen in place. Nope. Not there. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. Where you going, Luna? Okay, boys' room was boarded up. It's definitely not the exit to outside. We've been in the music room, and then it wouldn't let me. It didn't let me do the staff room, right? Let's see. I don't remember if I actually tried the staff room or not. It's locked up tight. I wonder if that key we found will work here. Use the old key. Nope, wrong door, I guess. Okay. And then maybe up to the art room. We're figuring it out. The door's locked. I wonder if that key we found will work here. Alright, it's a match! Cool, so now we can go in the art room. Door's unlocked. Thank you. So go in. Okay, I have to do that to go inside. I see. This is a pretty boring art room. There are quite a lot of objects on these shelves and in these drawers, but every one of them is fixed in place, as if they're all just decorative accents. It's faint and almost invisible from the distance, but there appears to be a painting of a white rose on this canvas. Or maybe it's just a water stain. Ha! Yeah, there's nothing on that canvas, buddy. What do you want me to find in here? It's a portrait of a girl with long black hair, but her face has been completely blotted out with red paint. It's a still life depicting hydrangeas. There's a palette knife placed beneath the canvas. There we go. We got the palette knife. This seems like something we might be able to use. Take it. You never know when something like this might come in handy. Acquired palette knife. Is that all I needed to come in here for? There's a plaster model of a human arm on one of the shelves. Maybe it was used for sketching? The fingers are all stained red, as if covered in blood. The hell is this? That doesn't look like paint, does it? Don't say that. Don't say these things. No. Don't scare the young girl. Okay, let's go get that thingy out from there. Fukui, look, there's something in there. Something small was firmly jammed between two of the keys on the piano. It seemed to have been wedged in with tremendous force, making it impossible to move either of the surrounding keys. Yeah, there's definitely something there, but I don't think we'll be getting it out anytime soon. We needed something we could fit into the tiny space between the keys in order to pop it out. Hey, what about that palette knife we found in the art room? Try it. Fugori took the palette knife in hand and started digging between the keys of the piano with it in an attempt to dislodge whatever was stuck. It took a lot more effort than expected and created an unpleasant scraping sound that kind of hurt my ears, but ultimately... Alright, I got it. It's a key, totally different in shape and size than the one we used to open the art room, too. Fukui handed me the small key, which I immediately pocketed. Does it just go to this? There's a row of awards and plaques. Yada. What could this be? Take out the box. It's locked. Let's try using the key we found in the piano. The key turned without any resistance, and the heavy glass door opened right up. I removed the rectangular box from inside and marveled at the feel of the wood. It was made of paulownia, making it smooth and lightweight. Let's have a look inside, shall we? It doesn't seem dangerous or anything. Hope you didn't just jinx us. I wouldn't worry. Even if there's a bomb in there, I'm sure you'd be able to handle it just fine. Ha! Isn't that supposed to be the girl's line? I couldn't believe I'd just laughed. I guess Fukuri's overtly serious, deadpan reactions had become a source of strength for me. I couldn't even describe how grateful I was just to have him here. He was like a pillar of strength. Without hesitation, try it. Yep. With that in mind, I fearlessly opened the paulownia box. Inside, wrapped in silk, was a small wooden board inked with calligraphy. What is this? It looks like the kind of thing you'd see at somebody's grave. That's exactly what it is. It's a wooden grave tag. It's kind of a protective charm. It's the sort of thing they burn at Buddhist cedar stick ceremonies. I wasn't particularly well versed in Buddhist practices, but in a place like this, any sort of protective charm seemed like a good item to have. Okay, can we go into the girls' bathroom? Will that remove the thingies on the wall? Am I on to something? The atmosphere feels heavier here than it does anywhere else, and the door is covered in protective charms. It seems to be shut up tight. It's not even locked, it just won't open. Maybe we can use that grave tag we found to get inside. I'm so smart. The writing on these paper charms really does look pretty similar to the writing on that grave tag. But what are we supposed to do with it? Maybe try chucking it at the seals? Sounds like a good way to get cursed. How about I just set it on the ground nearby instead? Fukui did exactly that, and after only a few moments, there was a notable change in the air. Then, all of a sudden, the grave tag emitted a bright blue light and the door was engulfed in flames. Crap, the whole building will burn down! No, wait, look! I've already turned to run, but Fukuroi's urging I turned back. I have to admit, what I saw defied my expectations, and explanations as well. The flames weren't actually engulfing the door, but rather just the protective paper charms affixed to it. The door, the wall, and the floor were untouched. How did the doors go from full doors to that? After several seconds of burning, the paper charms were completely vaporized and the flames dutifully vanished, as if they were never even there. Okay, yeah. Girls' room. Oh. We gonna find Seiko? There's a body hanging from one of the ceiling beams, swaying back and forth ever so slightly. It's completely decomposed, but judging by the uniform, it was probably a female junior or senior high school student in life. Behind this swinging corpse, there's a conspicuous hole visible in the back wall, and all around it, on all sides, there's graffiti, exactly the kind you'd expect to find in a public laboratory, from dirty drawings to "for good times," "call me, I'll be waiting for you," "dead cat in class 3's locker," "I'm watching you from up above," "blank from 3A loves blank," "Japanese studies teacher, Mr. Blank, just die already, you pervert." There's a name tag on the girl's uniform, Rubens Academy Senior High School, Mocha Natsuno. Can we go in the hole? It's locked from the inside, it won't open. Oh, what's this? The water in the basin is brown and thick. The drain must be completely stopped up. What do you want me to look at? Because there's gotta be something else. Locked from the inside, it won't open. There's a tiny hole in the door. What's this? Maybe we can see inside from here? Take a peek! Maybe we can see what's in there from this hole. Mitsuki, come on. I put my eye up to the hole. I've suddenly regretted my choice. And saw the telltale glint of another eye staring back at me from within. Okay, I thought I was gonna get stabbed in the eye. What is it? Somebody in there was looking back at me. What? That can't be. You don't see any feet along the bottom of the stall, right? Let's have a look. Fukuroi ducked down and peeked through the hole, exactly as I had. Did I speak too soon? Did I speak too soon? Oh, no, 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 no. Fukuroi, what happened? Are you alright? Fukuroi, no! No, you're joking, right? Fukuroi fell onto his side, and as soon as I could see his face, I noticed that his right glassless lens was cracked and his right eye was bloody. Wrong end? Maybe. On closer inspection, I noticed a round hole in the lens, as if a small stick or a fat needle had been instantaneously driven deep into his eye. Fukuroi, please, stay with me! There was no hint of a response. He just kept subtly convulsing, as if he'd been electrocuted. How had this happened? What was going on? Boys aren't allowed in the girls' room. Glory hole rock end! Okay, that's actually hilarious. Who? What did you do? The stall door opened, revealing a little girl with an eerily blue glow about her. She looked to be around grade school age, a 5th or 6th grader maybe. One of her eyes had been completely pulverized, but her face showed no indication of pain. Rather, it had a certain stoic quality to it. It was unreadable. Most disturbing of all, however, was the object she held in her right hand. It was an awl or an ice pick or some such thing, with a bloody, dripping blade. Are you the one that let the boy in here? Wait, Before I even had a chance to answer, the girl leaped from the stall with blinding speed. That's not allowed. Reacting as quickly as I could, I threw my arm in front of my face and almost immediately felt the ice pig blade pierce right into it. Not just once, but twice, 3 times. It dug deep into my arm, my palm, my shoulder. Stop it! Stop it! It hurts! I had to run, but she wasn't about to let me. She just quietly kept hacking away, working her way up and down the entire length of my arm. Bit by bit, my skin and flesh was chipped away, until finally the ice pick completely penetrated my palm and began boring into my cheek. Eventually, my ear was hacked apart, and then I was scalped, so thoroughly I could hear the sound of my skin peeling away with my remaining ear. Stabby Stabberson. It's Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her father 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her mother 41. That's how it goes. Wow, so detailed. Yeah, they get into it. There was nothing in the world but pain at this point. I couldn't focus on anything else if I'd wanted to. My vision was blank. And I honestly couldn't tell if it's because I had my eyes closed or if I simply didn't have eyes anymore. I only knew for sure that I was still being hacked apart because I could hear it. The pain gave no indication, as it was already omnipresent. I begged for mercy several times in vain before I finally started praying that this agony would come to an end. God, please. I'll endure whatever trials lie ahead with open arms if you'll just save me now. I beg of you, please make it stop. That was a long wrong end. So let's not look in the hole. Yeah, no more looking in holes. You shouldn't peek in holes in the bathroom anyways. So I guess they taught us an important lesson to not be Peeky Perry. No, not part of that. Continue. Quick saves. Yeah, you should. That's what happens to you, Miller, if you peek into holes. You're gonna get stabby-stabbied. What's this? Maybe we can see inside from here. Don't do it. Yeah, let's keep going, but now I don't know what to do. Now I am confused. So I can't go in the boys' room. The exit does nothing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. There wasn't anything else in that bathroom. I'm trying to think. Is there just a place I have to circle back to? Like, let's think about it. So we can't get in the boys' room. We can't obviously go to the main building. Can't go to the staff room. This leads up to the art room. The art room only had the palette knife and nothing else. And then I think it's a dead end. The music room had the piano and the cabinet. We've finished both of those. That led us to the girls' bathroom, which we were just at. And there was nothing else in the girls' bathroom from what I could tell. We can check again to be safe. But I was hoping this would lead to the next area. But don't look in the stall. Just want to make sure nothing else is available to interact with. It's just the doors that all say that they're locked from the inside. Yeah, so there's nothing there. I don't think we can go in the reference room yet. Do we have anything in our inventory? What do we have? Oh, we still... Oh, no, wait. So this was the one for the cabinet. That one was the one for the room. We used the palette knife, so that's at its end of its life. So these ones are all used items. They don't matter. So... Don't think there's really anything up here. We're gonna double check, go down the hallway, make sure nothing's missing over here. Doesn't look like it. Nothing with the bucket still. It said it was empty last time. Probably used for the custodian for mopping the floors. There's nothing inside. Okay. That's still frozen in place. Okay. So I think we can officially clear that floor. That one's not on our radar. Let's see. So, can't go in the boys' room. Exit, we've looked all around. There's nothing else. Still can't go in the staff room. And we can go in the music room. Do we check the music room again? Like, what do we do? We're also just not concerned that Fukurori just isn't around anymore. He went to find a way around and we've been to that area and have not found him. So play is fine. Okay. There's nothing else in here. Just plaques. Okay. We looked at that. That's just the story. And then we've looked at the dead body. Is there anything else we're missing up here? Other than this, I have another idea. Let's check the art room one more time. There's nothing else to interact with in here, right? Because that says nothing can be touched. We interact with all 3 of the paintings. That one says nothing can be moved. Okay, I want to check one thing. Oh wait, I can't go that way. Yeah. Don't yell at me. This way. How do I get there again? Yeah. When we were on these stairs, you could see other stairs that had chairs in them. In the last game, it was like, oh, you have to have a boy with you to move the desks. And we have a boy with us. Where was it? Was it not this one? Which stairs did I come from? Was it not these ones? No, it's not this one. Did we see this dead body? It's a halfway decomposed corpse. Based on the size and uniform, it looks to be the body of a male junior or senior high school student. His name tag seems to have survived intact. Rubens Academy High School. Okay, so nothing else there. No. Okay, what were the stairs we came from? Were they those stairs? They had to have been these stairs. I don't have access to that many stairs. No. No. Not that one. I think it's those stairs. I'm mad because I saw it and I didn't turn back for it. Look it up. I'm trying to avoid looking it up. I don't want to just cop out at the first sign of trouble. We have to give it a good old college try before I look it up. Hi, Peter. Peter, we finished a whole chapter. This is the second chapter of the day. We're on Shangri-La. Is it this way? There we go. Can I interact with it? The stairwell is packed tightly with desks. It won't be possible to get up to the 3rd floor from here. No! My theory crushed. What happened? So the last chapter was just about Naho and her friend, Sayaka, and how good friends they were. And then how Kabiki went in without her. And then Naho basically sacrificed Sayaka and made her go with her. And then Sayaka gets deaded. That was basically the whole chapter. This chapter... We are, what was I gonna say? We're from a different school. It's not the normal characters, and we're just trying to group up and get out of here. And, I don't know where I'm supposed to go right now. Let's try to do a quick old Google search. One moment. Who was Naho again? She was the researcher with the dead fish eyes that knew all about the occult world. She was the one that incorrectly made the blog so that they all, so that everyone would do the charm incorrectly to go in. Then we got a crazy line that Destiny didn't want to say. Yeah, that one was wild. That was hilarious, though. Okay, wait. So... Why can I not? Wait, what? What? This is confusing. No. No, Miller. That's the one we just got. Let's see. Wait, that one? I'm trying to figure it out. Give me one moment. It says something about a wind-up key. Oh! It looks like the key from an old-fashioned wind-up toy. It's just an old wind-up key. But what does it wind up? Looks like it's about the right size for a toy, but in this place you never really know. We might as well take it with us, then. We may come across whatever it attaches to at some point. It says that if we interact with this spirit, we just get 2 different bad ends. Yeah, either way, wait. Okay, so back to the girls' room. I don't want to look at any more. We're just going to go back to the girls' room. I had to catch up because I did it out of order to how the walkthrough did it. It's locked from the inside. It won't open. Locked from the inside. It won't open. There's a tiny... No, nope. Don't look in it. Oh. Nope. Don't look in it. That's not what I want. Insert the wind-up key. Working on a hunch, I took the wind-up key from my pocket and tried sticking it in the hole. Surprisingly, it was a perfect fit. Then tried turning it, and with just a little bit of force, it spun 180 degrees to the right and produced a loud click. I guess it wasn't for a wind-up toy after all then. Seems like I flipped some kind of switch. A switch? It doesn't seem like anything changed, though. Wait, look at the hole! As if on cue, a single hairline stream of blood began oozing out from behind the wind-up key. It slowly wended its way down the door and formed a gloppy pool at its base. The whole room then filled with a pungent odor, all at once. The smell seems... Oh, it's nothing. Another earthquake? I think it's over. That scared the crap out of me. This old building is run down enough. There's no telling when it'll just up and collapse. Yeah, we need to hurry up and find a way out of here. Okay, so what did that accomplish? Okay, wait, so things might have opened now. Because there was an earthquake. Huh? Hey, is it just me or was there a gap in the floor here before? Maybe the earthquake shifted things around? Though you'd expect there to be more gaps after an earthquake, not fewer. There's definitely something really wrong with this place. Called it. So now we can go this way. Where else was there gaps in the floor? Here? I didn't see it. Wait. Wait. There's definitely something really wrong with this place. The exit door is rattling with rain and wind, and it seems like a perfectly normal, perfectly openable door now. Ah, Fukuro, look, I think we can get outside. And then now we are Morishige. Mayu, are you in here? No luck. Oh, Mayu, where could you be? Another dead body. What in the world is going on in this school? Mayu mustn't be left by herself in a horrible place like this. I hope she's at least with Miss Yui or Machida. Why'd you put me here? Oh, I assume because of that. It's a corpse that's only just started to decay. Could they save Mayu this time? No. Just like they couldn't save Seiko. They killed her in a different way. It's a corpse that's only just started to decay. Basically, Beater, everyone who died in the first game, they're fated to die again, like no matter what. They kind of explained that in an earlier chapter. That's why, like, the people who had died before, they started getting bruises in the place where they had died from before. So, like, Seiko got one around her neck, and, like, I think her name was Chiaki, got them, like, around her, her thighs. And, like, Mayu had them on her stomach and everything. So, yeah, they still killed her. Seems to be a junior high school girl. And from the looks of it, she was cut completely in half, using some sort of edged instrument. How awful, to cut somebody in two, spine and all. It would take the finest katana to pull that off. Either that or some form of machinery. Damn, endless suffering. Yep, it puts them in a time loop. The bloody spray is primarily on this side, so I'm guessing she was attacked from the front. Huh? What's this? I noticed a notebook partially jutting out from her pocket. It was one of those cat-themed spiral notebooks that's all the rage with teenagers these days. There may be information in here relevant to escaping this hell. I apologize for the intrusion, miss, but I feel like I must take a look. I have no idea why we've been trapped here, but at least we're all here together. Mr. Goto's presence makes us all feel a little bit more at ease. Without an adult around, I don't think we could handle any of this. Mr. Goto seems even more anxious than we are. He says he'll make sure we all get home safely, but his temperament just keeps getting worse. He's usually so cool, but lately he's just gotten kind of scary. Hiroko, Arisa, and the others are getting really fed up with him. Mr. Goto is so unfair. He keeps playing favorites with Hiroko. That was the last of our food, too. And I'm the one who stopped Hiroko and Norika from fighting. Mr. Goto is dead. No help here, it seems. Aren't there any other clues to be found? Hey, you got any information for me? Talking to corpses, I must be losing my mind. How strange, though, that I can come face to face with the dead and not bat an eye. Perhaps my sense of fear is gone numb. Up until not long ago, this girl was just like me, breathing, thinking, living her life. But look at her now, nothing but a foul-smelling pile of meat. She has a pretty face, but before long, that face is just going to rot, and not a soul will ever want to look at her again. Hey, you there, what are you doing? Nothing of substance, just trying to find clues as to my situation here. Alright then, I just heard a voice over here and it got me wondering. Shogo Taguchi is the name. As you can see, I'm a cameraman, though not the artistic kind who's planning on hitting the indie film circuits or anything. I came here to get footage for a special report, but I got separated from my boss along the way. How about you? I got myself lost in the school building and am presently searching for a friend. Uh-oh, you don't mean that girl on the ground over there, do you? No, I've never met her before. Whew, that's good. Well, kinda, I guess. Anyway, may I ask your name and the name of the friend you're looking for too while I'm at it? I'm Sakataro Morishige, and the girl I'm looking for is named Mayu Suzumoto. She's short, smiles a lot, and has a generally cute... I wish I knew how to talk. And has a generally cheerful countenance, really. Suzumoto, huh? Suzumoto. The cameraman named Taguchi suddenly flipped out the LCD screen on his camcorder and began rewinding through footage. The cameraman from the group, yep. What are you doing? Well, I don't want to sound crass, but I'm checking through the footage I've captured since coming here to see if her name comes up at all. I intend to file a police report when I get back, so I've been gathering information on all the dead kids I've found here, like from their name tags. Bite your tongue! Don't say such stupid things! Words are hard, words are really hard. Don't say such stupid things, especially not about Mayu. Sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I don't see anyone named Suzumoto in any of my footage. And may I say, you're really very brave. Oh? Well, whether you're looking for a friend or not, you seem... Sorry, my head's stabbing. You really seemed to put all your searching into that body, you know? You're the one talking to the video of corpses. taking videos of corpses. Jesus Christ, why can't I talk now? It like... Gotta do stretches. Well, being a cameraman is kind of a strange thing that way. As long as I'm looking at them through a finder, it's all just business to me. But if I try to look at them with my bare eyes, I freeze up. Head is stabbing. Did you look through the hole? I might have. I've been known to take a peek or two. Take a break if you need. It's okay. It's okay. There's a famous story about a battlefield cameraman whose camera broke while he was out on the job, and he literally started crying like a baby. I did my stretches, Beater. I see. That makes sense. You're not too interested in any of this, are you? I do have a tendency to run my mouth off sometimes. Naho's always scolding me for that. Hey, I know. How about we search for our companions together? What do you say? No, I'm sorry. I appreciate the offer, but I'd prefer to search alone for the time being. I'd hate to get in your way after all. Like hell, I'm going to tag along with a motor mouth like this. That actually helped. It did actually feel better, because my jaw was hurting. Besides, he's my elder, so I'd have to mind my manners, which I'd really rather not do. Oh, okay. Well, then how about we arrange to meet again? There must be high EMFs here or something, because nothing can keep time in this damn place. But what say we try meeting up after an hour, give or take? I mean, we should both count ourselves lucky to have run into another living being, and I'm sure an exchange of info must sound good to you too, no? Alright, if that's what you want. Okay, that's settled then. You take care now, you hear? Cool. So where am I supposed to go? Let's see. We came up from there, right? Oh wait, no, this is a completely different layout now. Oh, that's stressful. Okay, okay. Oh. Hello, ma'am. It's a more recently deceased corpse. The clothing and general body... You guys can't see that. I just got... Levelwitch just added me on Xbox. And I got like an Xbox notification. And I've never seen that before. I was so confused. The clothing and general body mass suggests she was a junior high school girl in life. Based on the height of the shower head and the positioning of the body, this appears to have been suicide. The name tag is a bit dirty, but still legible. That it? Well, we can get the item. There's a note near the body, neatly folded 3 times. The 4 of us killed Mr. Godo. Like in the music, though? You like the soundtrack? I talked it over with Hiroko, Arisa, and Norika, and we decided there was no other choice. He may be a nice man, but it was only a matter of time before that changed in here. It's hard to trust anybody in a place like this. And now that the deed is done, Hiroko and the others have started second-guessing themselves. Now they're dead too, and I'm all alone. There's nothing to eat, and I'm starving, so I tried eating rats and cockroaches, but that just gave me severe diarrhea. My lips have dried out, and I've lost a lot of weight. So I've decided to kill myself before the ghost kids or that hammer-wielding man get me. After all this, I finally realized the time I spent with Mr. Godo, Hiroko, and the others was the best of my life. Goodbye, Dad, Mom, and all my friends from class. Please don't ever forget me. Well, they're gonna, because no one's gonna get that letter. And in the game, if you die, you're erased from existence. Unless you're in the time loop, like the main characters. Is there anything out here? Any blue cursors around here? Oh, right there. It's an extremely decayed corpse. Based on the uniform and tall stature, this seems to have been a senior high school boy. His name tag is pretty mucked up, but legible. Is that it? Anything else out here? Another dead body? It's the skeletal remains of a student. He's not wearing any sort of uniform per se, but his build suggests he was probably male. What is he wearing? At least there's a name tag. Is that it? I could just come out here for 2 name tags? Waste. Why is it like scaling up? It's stressing me out. It's like such Halloween-y music. Oh. Taguchi's not here yet. I guess it probably hasn't been an hour. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to go here as a meeting place. Did I already look at this? It's a notebook. Oh yeah, wait, Mr. Goto changed when we came here. Not just his attitude and the way he speaks, but his looks too. It's like he thinks he's the king of the castle, being the only adult and the only man. And he used to be so nice. I don't want him to beat me, so I keep patting him on the head and hugging him, and then he thanks me. That's creepy. That's creepy, madame. It's a fairly fresh corpse. Looks to be a junior high school girl. Her eyeballs seem to have been slashed horizontally with a thin, razor-like blade. And as if to complement this, the arteries in her wrist seems to have been slashed vertically with the same blade. That was most likely the cause of death. The name tag on her chest is bloody but legible. The door is frozen in place. So, the girls got tired of Mr. Goto. Oh geez, there's so many things to look at now. I have to go so many places. Is this a door that doesn't open again? Door is frozen in place. Anything else here? The music is really trying to like give me Halloween movie vibes. The classroom door is locked. See, now it's just calm again. There are lots of old stationery goods inside, like rusted paper clips and beat-up staplers. Not a one of them seems usable or functional. Except perhaps the spool of kite string mixed in with them. Maybe I should take this with me. Okay. Snatch it on up. We don't know what we need it for. Open the cabinet and retrieved the kite string from within. Seems good as new, and it might just come in handy. There are lots of old... Oh yeah, we saw that. Anything else in here? There's a note. Aren't you forgetting something? Be careful on your way home. Okay, that's it. Okay. Oh, door's locked up tight, I assume. Nothing here? Nope. Okay, well then I guess it's to the second wing, or I guess we can check that first. Bam! Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff now opened up. This is when I get stressed out. Frozen in place. No infirmary, don't have to deal with that. Lab? Shig, don't look at me. Am I hearing things now? There's some sort of stain on the wall here. Such a moist, foul impression this simple stain leaves. What could have caused it? Pull yourself together, Sakataru. You need to find Mayu and then escape from this tainted place. Okay, is that all I can interact with? Yeah. The door to the science lab is frozen in place. Nothing else? Okay. Bam. Why do I feel like I was in here? There's a piece of paper hastily taped onto the glass door. Return the class logbook. I'm getting angry. Do you want to be killed? Yeah? Who was it that took my class logbook from the reference room? I won't get mad, so just give it back now. There's some straw paper in the drawer. It's a photocopied handout. The class logbook is our memory. After you've all gone on to the next grade, I'll make sure I take good care of it. A class logbook's important? I don't think I've ever had one. Think? It seems to be a school newsletter of some sort. Disaster Training Day. To prevent accidents, always be aware of your surroundings. Look before you act. No. Why do you think I've hit my head so many times? Nothing. There's a whole line of milk bottles here, and each one of them is filled with a muddy, unidentifiable liquid. Take a sip. You gotta be getting thirsty, huh? A request from Nurse Shinozaki. We've received new furnishings. Please try to keep them clean. Let's take good care of our school environment. No. I don't want to. Hey, another candle. Is this one of the class rep's candles? I guess that means she's okay. There's a twisted length of wire inside. The door seems to be busted, so it should be easy enough to pull it out. You never know when something like this might come in handy. Maybe I should take it with me. Yep. Yes, it can't hurt to have this on hand. There's a half-rotted corpse sprawled out on the ground here. Seems to be a junior high school boy based on the size and uniform. Hard to believe this was a school. An elementary school. His student ID name tag is still fully intact. What else? Looked at that. Is there anything else? Nope. Oh, bloody. There's a message permanently carved into the blackboard here, as if with a nail. Why? What did I do to deserve this? God damn it, it's all his fault. He's the one who made us do that ritual. Friends forever? Look what that got us. He's in here somewhere too, and if I see him, I'm going to kill him. I swear I'll do it. I'll make as if I'm hugging him, like I'm oh so happy to see him again, and then I'll wring his filthy neck out until I break his trachea. And then I'll curse him. Forever. Bum bum bum. Bam. There's a large hole in the floor here. It definitely couldn't be crossed safely. Oh! It's a largely decomposed corpse. Based on body mass, this actually looks like it may have been an adult male. Probably a phys ed instructor, as he seems to be wearing a jersey and there's a whistle hanging limply around his neck. Looking closely, there appear to be lacerations across his entire body, with a particular concentration along his back. There's no way these could have been made by a single assailant. Most likely he was flogged to death by multiple aggressors, all at once. There's a custom name tag sewn into his jersey. It's Mr. Godo! There's Mr. Godo! We found him, guys! Beware of the children. You can't reason with them. Don't let your guard down. Is that it? Okay. And then we can't go that way. Can we go and see? Bing bum. Bam bum. A message is written here in chalk. He's here, right behind you. Don't turn around, because if you do... Thank you. There's an inordinately large number of dead bugs inside. Why does always gotta be bugs in scary games? My reflection in the filthy window, barely visible in the faint light of the school building, looks almost ethereal, as if I'm just a ghost myself. Okay, well, is that everything that we needed? Like, is there anything else we can look in here? No? You're being watched. Okay, well then, I guess we'll try this first set of stairs. No? Yes! Thank you, please block off more of my chances. It won't be possible to go any further down the hall from here. If they block off ends from me, it makes me feel a lot better, because there's less things I have to check. Yes! Another winner! There's a large hole in the floor here, blocking its way through the hall. Anything on the floor? Nope. This one. Bam 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 bam. Okay, wait. This is where we came from, yes? Let's try this and then we'll go second wing. Bam bam. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, oh. Guess there's not really much to see here. Is there anything on the floor here before it makes me fucking come back? They like to hide things in nooks and crannies, but it looks like we're good. Okay, second wing, I guess. I think that's like the only thing we haven't checked. Oh. A sudden feeling of dread overcame me. I stopped in my tracks and began to survey my surroundings. It's dangerous beyond this point. The covered walkway up ahead shouldn't even be here. Well, now this is a surprise. Am I seeing a human spirit, or is this nothing more than a pure hallucination? Upon that musing, the spirit vanished from sight. But the sense that I was being watched remained. There was a covered walkway beyond this heavy iron door. A covered walkway that wasn't supposed to be here, evidently. Did I dare challenge it? Yeah? Open the door and proceed out into the walkway? Yeah? Just as my hand touched the knob, I was sent flying backwards by some tremendous force. For a split second, I swore I saw a figure, but that could have just been my imagination. The pain from the impact, however, was very real. Maybe that was no illusion after all. And ultimately, I was unable to open the door. Okay, well now I'm just injured. Well, where am I supposed to go? Was there another thing that I was supposed to do? No, I can't go there. No, stop it. How do I cancel it? Okay. Because that's all blocked off. Yeah, everything in this little, like, hook is blocked off. So, like, there's... Can't go that way either. We're gonna cheat a little bit. Okay. Is Cyberpunk really going to win this thing? You still have until Tuesday. Is it in the lead right now? Let's check. It is still winning. Batman is down by 4 votes. It's okay. I'm hoping to start trying to do like longer streams. So hopefully we'll get through Cyberpunk kind of fast. If that is the one, because I heard it's kind of a longer game. Okay, where am I? I need to go here. You voted it for the lead. Beater has been campaigning because he wants us to play Batman the Telltale series. No Assassin's Creed. I was surprised that was leading for so long. Okay, wait. Go back to the spot where you started. First floor hall, directly northwest of the exit. This one? Yep. All that stuff. I'd vote again if it let me, but it doesn't. Unfortunate. It'll take a bit of ingenuity to get whatever that is out of the hole. Maybe I can rig something up with this wire and kite string. If I were to bend this wire into the shape of a fishing hook and attach it to the kite string, I thought, then maybe I'd be able to bring up whatever it is down there, provided it wasn't too heavy. Well, it's not exactly a professional grade fishing rod, but here goes nothing. Hey, I got it! Not a lot of resistance either, it mustn't be all that heavy. I quickly but carefully pulled in the line. Damn. Whatever it was, it fell off the hook before I could bring it back up. Guess I didn't bend it tightly enough. Maybe it'd be quicker to lower myself down into the hole after all. Though that would also be far more reckless course of action. I'm just not sure what to do. That one. The safer alternative is usually the better alternative, even if it is a general annoyance. So let's give this one more go. Alright, got it again. I'll have to be much gentler about it this time. I began pulling up the line, slowly and steadily, trying my hardest not to shake it any more than I had to. Finally, I pulled up the item from below. It was a small notepad. I flipped it over and... It's a student ID book from Kisaragi Academy. Mayu! It's Mayu's! No, did she fall into this pit? Mayu! Are you in there? Mayu! There was no response. There's not a single sound or indication of movement. Maybe she wasn't down there after all? I don't see any indication of a person down there. Maybe she just dropped her student ID. That would be the best case scenario. Are you sure? Without even realizing it, I found myself gripping Mayu's student ID tightly, squeezing it in my hands repeatedly as if to verify its existence. It felt like her ID had been entrusted to me, and I absolutely had to get it back to her. It was now my mission. You're a little late, buddy. Mayu, I'm worried about you. If you've been injured... No, I mustn't think like that. I have to concentrate on what lies ahead. For now, I'll just consider this proof that Mayu is definitely in here somewhere. And if I look for her long enough, I'm sure we'll meet again. And... I thought that would lead me somewhere more thoroughly. Go to the exit. There we go. Ugh, another earthquake? Can this building even survive this kind of abuse? You're the guy with glasses? Yeah, you're Morishige, the guy who goes crazy. And he's taking all the pictures of the dead bodies. Taguchi's not here yet. I guess it probably hasn't been an hour. What the hell is with these earthquakes? I don't know, but in any case, everything seems to have shifted now. All the holes and cracks in the walls and floor have changed position. Since when did he care about Mayu? He cared about Mayu the whole first game. He was in love with Mayu. That's why when he found out that it was her body that he was taking the pictures of, and like fantasizing about and everything, when like she went on the phone saying, "Please don't look at my body," that's when he found out it was Mayu, and he had a whole mental breakdown, and that's when he went crazy last game. He always liked her. They were like basically a couple. I don't know, but in any case, everything seems to have shifted now. All the holes and cracks of the walls and floor have changed position. Fuguroi, I'm scared. Try not to let it get to you. What happened to the no-nonsense Mitsuki we all know? You had no idea. They made it so obvious. Mayu, are you there? Huh? Did you just hear somebody screaming? No, I can't say that I did. Come on, Fuguroi, let's go see who it is. Wait! Damn it, she's so impulsive. Mitsuki. I'm so sorry. You're not hurt, are you? No, I'm just fine. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. No, it was my fault. I really wasn't watching where I was going. The girl I just ran into was wearing a school uniform I hadn't encountered before. And standing next to her was a boy who had a halfway irritated look on his face, but was offering the girl a hand anyway. He was wearing his school jacket, and she was not, so I couldn't tell for certain, but they definitely came across as classmates, or at least schoolmates. Considering they have the same logo on her shirt as he has on his jacket, I would imagine so. You're from another school, it seems. Are you alone? Morishige, 11th grader at Kisaragi Academy. Well then, we're the same grade. My name is Masato Fuguroi, and I'm an 11th grader at Byakuden Senior High. And this is... Mitsuki Yamamoto. Pleased to meet you. Sakataro is a really grandiose name. It's like something out of a classic Japanese literature. Yes, I've been teased about it all my life. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I actually think it's pretty cool. Mitsuki, you might just say such boorish things the first time you meet someone. You'll cause problems for Morishige. No, it's alright. Is something wrong, Morishige? Well, you just seem kind of, I don't know, down? Though I guess if you were all bright and cheery in a place like this, it would be kind of disturbing. No, I assure you I'm fine. I'm just searching for someone, that's all. Oh, you too? We also got separated from our friends, and we've been looking all over for them. Who is it you're looking for? A classmate of mine. Mayu Suzumoto is her name. She's small in stature, but her personality can light up a room. Alright, this is her, here. Suddenly remembering that I'd fished out her student ID from the pit, I withdrew it from my pocket and showed it to the two students. I'm afraid I haven't seen her. How about you, Mitsuki? Same here. I'm sorry we can't be more help. It's quite alright. The student ID proves to me that she's in here somewhere. I'll find her on my own. By yourself? Isn't that dangerous? You're welcome to join us if you'd like. We're searching for the school as well. After all, we can help you look for the Suzumoto girl along the way. Well, now I'm at a loss. If it were Mochida and the others, that would be one thing, but these two are total strangers. They seem like nice enough people, though. This Fukuroi in particular seems to have a good head on his shoulders, and they don't come off as obnoxious. Refusing would present problems all its own, too. Okay then, let's work together. So, where do we go from here? I don't know. Hoping you could tell me. So there was an earthquake. So I wonder if we can go somewhere over there now. Bum bum bam bam bum. Nope, not there. So we'll go around the other way. Bam bam bam. Bam. What is it, Luna? She's so cute. Can we go that way? Oh, what did it say? The hole that was here previously seems to have completely vanished. There's no longer anything preventing you from crossing the hall. Called it! Beam bum beam beam. Or the bathrooms. The entrance to the boys' room is quite thoroughly boarded up. It won't be possible to get inside. Don't give it back. Okay. Finders keepers, losers weepers. Dead body. It's a half-decomposed body. Based on the uniform and height, it seems to be that of a senior high school girl. Every time I hear the song Because I'm Happy, I picture Luna vibing to it. Isn't it such a cute video, though? I think it's adorable. One of my best TikToks so far. Oh my god, give me a minute. Luna is in trouble. Luna. Where are you? Gonna need one moment. So we have a memory foam mattress topper on our bed, and I have the sheet off of it right now because I need to wash it. Luna ate a hole in the middle of the memory foam mattress topper. Like literally just one hole straight through. So I'm trying to repair it real quick. So give me like 2 minutes. gonna do... You're still in trouble. You're still in trouble, but you're gonna sit in timeout right here. You're gonna entertain them while I go and fix all that. Stay. I see comments for Luna. No treat for Luna this time because we don't want to reinforce bad behavior. Exactly. It was at this moment she knew she fucked up. Yeah, you see her lay down when I came over because she knows. I'm doing a little DIY fix. I've taken all of the stuffing that she chewed and stuffed it into the hole, and I'm now duct taping it all down. On the bright side, we did not pay for this mattress topper. We were given it, so that is nice. Max is going to be mad when he gets home. It's on Max's side of the bed, though. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Yeah, what is that? I see a meal right for the taking. Go. Don't make me put you in your kennel. Lay down right there. Down. Bad girl. Very disappointed in you. Lay down all the way. Face on the ground like you're ashamed. Because you should be ashamed. Oh, I'm still wearing my headphones. We'll go back to that. Luna is a very trouble girl today. She got in trouble earlier because she was in the crate for literally 20 minutes. And she broke out and she ate this little bear made of roses that Max got me for our first anniversary, and I'm incredibly upset about that. So she already got put in timeout. I put her in her crate for an extra hour. Frickin' dog. We even got her these little chewables that were supposed to make her less anxious. Based on uniform and height, it seemed to be that of a senior high school girl. Her head was thrust into the Japanese-style floor toilet, where she more than likely drowned. Does she confuse things with food sometimes? No, she gets anxious, and if she gets anxious, she just needs to chew. And so, most likely what happened is she probably dropped a toy somewhere where she couldn't get it, so she didn't have anything that she could just chew on. She also does it as attention-seeking sometimes, but she's in trouble, so she's not getting pampered today. Yeah, so we got her these little chewables that are supposed to help her, but there's something under her body. I got it. It looks to be a class logbook. Wow, Morishige, I'm kind of impressed. I don't think I could bring myself to touch a dead body like that. He's trying to find his friend, so I doubt he'd let something as simple as that stand in his way. Having been launched under a decaying corpse, the logbook has seen better days. Its pages are warped and stained with blood and other fluids. The class designation 3A is still faintly visible on the cover. However, there are sections that seem to have escaped the leaking intact. Which section would we read? Oh, jeez. 7 of 1. 7-1. Pool opening. I thought she was trying to move. The pool was finally open today. Everybody put their bathing suits and went in for a swim, and after some stretches and such. The water was so cold, and everyone was really having a great time together. Until somebody slipped and fell and hurt himself really badly anyway. Cracked his skull and suffered brain damage. Seems he can't talk like he could before, and even feed himself anymore. Okay. Disaster drills. There are missing letters and numbers all over this page. Many of them seem to have been intentionally erased. 8-2. It's summer vacation, but I have school today. At least 4 students forgot their disaster hoods. The teachers got really mad at them. After an announcement, we had to go under our desks. After we had to move around wearing our disaster hoods, but I guess to see how they felt. It's so hot, though. Did the principal really have to make such a long speech? 3 minutes. Some people even fainted. Then we heard the 2 announcement and went back to class. We ate our emergency rations. There were 2 students unaccounted for, so we split up and searched for them. Which section should we read? Memorial service. Today was the memorial service for the 3 children who were murdered. We all sang for Kano, Yoshikaza, and Suji. There were lots of mean comments from parents while the principal was speaking. They told them to go to hell, to take responsibility and stuff like that. But if we told our principal to go to hell, our parents would scold us. So now we have to go to class 3A and return it. Down. Let's see. Wait, where am I looking? I'm looking for 3A. So this one. I'm looking like totally in the wrong direction. Sorry, my brain's like a little bit messed up at this point. We have been streaming a long time and I did work right before this. So bear with me. But I'm gonna finish the chapter. As you approach the teacher's podium, strange lettering becomes visible on its surface, almost as if it were embossed onto it. Bring back the class logbook you took from the reference room right before this instant? Oh, I thought that was a question. A little over 3 hours now. Yeah, look at us go, though. Bring back the class logbook you took from the reference room right this instant. There's no telling what's going to happen next. You understand that, don't you? As you approach the teacher's... Okay, wait. Can I not give them the logbook? Who was it that took my class logbook from the reference room? I won't get mad, so just give it back now. Do I have to put it here? There's a piece of paper hastily taped to the glass door. Return the class logbook. I'm getting angry. Do you want to be killed? Where do I return it? I have the logbook. Like, what do I do? I'm trying to give it back. It seems to be a school newsletter of some sort. We've seen this. I've got the logbook. Like right here. Can I not put it in? Like, what do you want from me? I don't get it. Like, do I just leave? Oh, it needs to go in the reference room. I get it. I get it. Now the question was, where was that? No, that's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. That leads to the bathrooms, doesn't it? You can't cancel once you select it. Making progress. Just very slow. Second wing. Where's the reference room? Maybe that'll be open because there was another earthquake at one point. No harm in checking, I guess. Well, the hole that was here previously seems to have been completely vanished. There's no longer anything preventing you from crossing the hall. How is this possible? Perfect, that's where I need to go. Reference room. The reference room door is locked. It's a comparatively fresh corpse. Based on the uniform and height, it seems to be that of a junior high school girl. Her limbs are contorted as if she died clinging to the ground like a frightened insect. On further inspection, this seems to be indicative of her injuries, and it looks like someone repeatedly bashed her feet and hands onto the floor. With all this blood, it seems likely whoever did this did it to her while she was still alive. How very cruel. It looks as if she collapsed here, perhaps with an injured leg or foot. I'd assume she was being pursued, and her legs were crushed as she tried to hobble away. Quite thoroughly, too, as the bones are practically liquefied. The attacker then seems to have crushed her arms after the intense pain caused her to stop resisting. Cause of death was shock from loss of blood, perhaps. A pitiable and rather agonizing way to die. I wouldn't be surprised if she soiled herself. Looking closely at the girl's face, something seemed off. It didn't take long to realize what it was. She had no tongue. Did somebody cut it out of her mouth? I've heard that psychopath murderers do often take mementos of their victims, but why the tongue? What does it symbolize? More to the point, whoever did this is probably still at large. I'm getting more and more worried about Mayu. Okay, so where do we get the key for the reference room? It's locked, and not with a key this time. It seems to be some sort of combination lock. 6 digits by all appearances. See if we can figure this out. Was I supposed to know this? We're just gonna. Oh, the list of numbers from the disaster drill. Okay. We cheated. Bingo, the lock is now disintegrated. Disengaged. Disintegrated. Disintegrated. What can I interact with here? Bookshelf? The shelf is full of science books for young children, illustrated encyclopedias, biographies of important people, and other educational materials. Bookending one particular gap on the shelf is a ceramic ornament depicting some kind of common demon eating the left arm of a naked, headless figure. Interesting lock. I know. Just disintegrated after use. Lockpicking lawyer would love it. What a frightening image. It is. It's genuinely disturbing, but well made, I'll admit. Francisco de Goya, Saturno devorando a su hijo. I believe it's called Saturn devouring his son, though the original was a painting, not a sculpture. You're quite well versed in art history, it seems. Are you in your school's art club or something, Morishige? No, I'm in the drama club. Wow, impressive. How is that impressive? I bet he'll have a response the same way if I said I was in the basketball club or woodwind band too. The room fell into an awkward silence after that. I became acutely aware of my own poor disposition. Though I suppose I've never been very good at social interaction in the first place. I don't believe I'm in wasting smiles or trivial things. I don't believe in wasting smiles on trivial things, and I've never quite learned how to lie, even to save face or keep from hurting somebody's feelings. So I've heard practice can get pretty rough in drama club. Is that true? I'm sure there are a lot of variables to consider. Setting the stage, costuming, scripting. Mayu's in charge of all that. I'm just the lead actor. Oh, nice! Being as tall and handsome as you are, I'm sure you must be a big hit. No, not especially. It's not the outward appearance that matters after all, but the acting. So are you planning to try for an acting school in the future then? If possible, I'd like to study abroad and apprentice with real actors. I've been saving money and focusing on language studies to help that end for some time. Whoa, very nice. It's amazing that you've put so much thought into your future plans at this young age. I'm grateful for their platitudes, but that is all they are, no? These two can't possibly have any legitimate interest in a word I'm saying. I can't even conceive of being this captivated by the life event, I can't even conceive of being this captivated by the life details of a person I've only just met. But then, maybe I'm just overly pragmatic. Shouldn't we be going? Aside from that sculpture, there really doesn't seem to be much of anything else of note in here. Wait, we should return the logbook while we're here. True, we really didn't need the logbook anymore. The Goyo sculpture, on the other hand, was practically calling my name. I reached for it, picked it up, and handed it to Mitsuki, since she had the biggest bag out of any of us. She looked puzzled, but took it anyway. Okay, what does the statue do? Anything over here? Nada? Okay, nada. And now is it going to be the game of backtracking? Okay, wait. What if we go to 3A now? Photocopied handout, class lookbook as our memory. We've seen that. So is it all just stays the same? Okay. What would we do with the statue? I'm trying to think. Is it still blocked off? I guess it must be, huh? Yeah, we've looked at that. We've looked at that. I guess we just have to start backtracking, going into our old places. But I don't think anything else has really changed. Like, that one. Let's go there. Let's go there. I don't know where a statue would go. What was up here? Is it just... Okay, this is like everything. I don't know, I mean, I guess we could try going into the things that we couldn't go into before. Bam, bum, bum, bam, bum, bum. The door's frozen in place, okay. I guess 4A probably is too, huh? Locked up tight. We're gonna cheat again. The locker room. Okay, the locker room. There we go. Nothing happened. It's awfully dark down this way. And it's really cold, too. It feels like there's cold water wrapped around my entire body. Continuing down this hall may be dangerous. I'm going. Bye, guys. You guys can stay. Hey, doesn't something seem off to you? It does feel like we've been walking for an awfully long time. Does this building always have such an expansive hallway? No, I'm pretty sure something screwy is going on here. With all the distance we've covered, we should have been outside the school twice over by now. Maybe we turned a corner without realizing it. It is quite dark after all. There's no way we could have, not in a narrow hall like this. If you're that concerned, shouldn't we just turn back? Yes, let's. And so we turned around and saw nothing but an endless corridor vanishing into inky blackness. It was basically a mirror image on the trek of we've been making these past few minutes. No, no, this can't be right. Destiny's video game cheating ASMR. This game is complicated and I have a brain injury and it doesn't tell you like things that you should be doing. No, no, this can't be right. Did we really walk so far that we can't even see the light of our candle in the distance? That's not possible, is it? Okay, calm down, Mitsuki. It probably just blew out. It's a straight shot either way. All we can do is keep heading back the way we came. How can you be so cold, Morishige? For all you know, we could be... Freaking out about it isn't going to help what matters. Isn't going to help matters. Let's just keep going. Morishige's right. Times like these call for cold, rational decisions. It's the only way. Did we make it? Why is that? Why do I feel like the darkness is getting worse? Oh, thank God, we made it back. Honestly. Crap, I dropped it. Oh, and part of it broke off. That's not good, is it? No, it is most assuredly not. Abandoned school building or no, it's something that doesn't belong to you. You really are a stickler for the rules, no matter where you are, huh? May I see that for one moment, please? Sure, but why? I think I see something inside of it, from where it broke off. Oh, hey, you're right. What is that? Isn't it just the wire frame the sculptor used to hold the object's shape? I don't think so. That's not all that's in there anyway. I know one way to find out. As they say, sometimes the simplest solution really is the best. And if we wanted to see what was inside this thing, there would be one surefire method. Snap! The Goya sculpture hit the ground with all the force I could muster and shattered into countless pieces. And there, among the wreckage, was a key made of copper. It looked old, but since it had been sealed away from the elements from time, there wasn't a single trace of rust or corrosion on it. Look, there's a label. Heavenly Host Elementary. So I guess it does indeed belong to the school building. Clearly, this was an important item to have found. Now that Mitsuki's bag was not the safest place to store things, however, I pocketed it myself. Ha! Did she just drop it? I actually don't remember. Or, like, did she drop it or take it off? Oops. So I guess try all the doors that are locked, huh? How did they hide it in, like, such a, like, well-made statue? That implies that they made the statue. Maybe the copper key can open this door. With a click, the door unlocked. Oh, perfect. First try. It's unlocked. Oh, yeah, I have to do it that way. Oh, the diamond wire. It's some sort of mechanism with a lever attached to it. What a strange looking device. It's vaguely similar to a movie projector, but clearly not one. The lever won't budge. It may be rusted in place at this point. It's an alcohol lamp. Looks like it's still got a decent wick and plenty of methanol in it too. Oh God, a burp was like sitting right at the top of my throat. Aren't these handprints on it though? In blood? I hadn't noticed them at first, but Mitsuki was correct. There were small, bloody handprints on the alcohol lamp. Small enough that they most likely were made by a child. Or children. I don't know about you guys, but this lamp gives me the creeps. Still, the more light sources available to us in here, the better. This wasn't something we could leave behind. It was a real stroke of luck that we stumbled upon something so inherently useful. Worrying. There's a chalk picture drawn on the board. It shows a high school girl who was just run over by a steamroller. And at the helm of it said the steamroller is a young-looking child with a big smile on her face. What else can we look at? So, where does that leave us? Interesting side. Just an alcohol lamp? Like, what do we need it for? And I can't read that. Is that really all that's in here? Also, the darkness makes it so much more difficult to see. Hey, go lay down. You're still in trouble. Lay down. Down. Okay, is there anywhere that we can, like, burn things? Like, that's what I'm thinking, is that it would be able to burn something. Burn the place down. Luna trying to sneak away. Yeah. Frozen in place, can't be opened. Where would be something to burn? I had to think about it for a minute. I had to brainstorm. Burn it all! Revolution! It's so dark here. We should try taking a light with us, don't you think? Shall I try lighting the alcohol lamp then? Light it. That would certainly be a lot brighter than the candle, and should burn longer as well. Also, I saw when I tabbed over to the wiki that apparently going down the hall before, where it was that really long hallway both ways, apparently that added 20% to my darkening, which is concerning. Here, I've got matches. We found them in the music room earlier. As the wick flared up, the whole hallway was bathed in a warm blue glow. As someone... gotta do the face stretches again. Hopefully I can talk now. And somehow, the darkness just seemed to shrink away from it, powerless against this unexpectedly capable opponent. Does that mean we can actually go there now? And do we have to go like outside? We already looked at that. It's her note. Go to the pool maybe? Emmy! Hey, stay with us now. Collapsed on the ground was someone both of my companions clearly knew. She wore the same uniform as Yamamoto. Both Fukui and Yamamoto immediately ran to her side and began attempting to rouse and console her. Face stretch is perfect for fixing speech. Okay, she's laying down. Thank God you're alive. Are you okay, Urabe? Are you injured at all? And what about the others? Toko or Kazami? Do you know if they're alright? Frightened out of her mind, the now conscious schoolgirl slapped away Yamamoto's outstretched hand and shot to her feet. Mitsuki, what's wrong, Urabe? Get a hold of yourself, Emmy. It's me, Mitsuki. And Fukui's here too. No, get your hands off of me. I have to run. If I don't, he'll catch me. She darted her head around wildly, surveying her surroundings quickly and frantically like a wide-eyed fawn who sensed a predator closing in. What on earth could have happened to her? It was as if her own paranoia had completely drowned out the sounds of her friends and classmates, to such an extent that she didn't even notice them. She was also perceptibly shaking, a lot more than she would from cold rain alone, and her teeth were chattering. Something had truly spooked her. Emmy, we're all going to die. He's going to kill us. Y'all know Young Gravy? No, I do not. Emmy, wait! It's not safe to be alone in there. We've got to go after her. Bye-bye. What did she see, I wonder? She must have come in contact with death itself in order to react so strongly. Perhaps a murderer on the loose. Maybe I should join them in their chase. But I have no responsibility here. This isn't my fight. Apparently he's performing at your college this weekend? Hell yeah. And it's sold out? Oh, do you like him? Were you hoping to go? They did accompany me in my search for Mayu, so I'd like to do something for them in exchange. But things seem in disarray right now, and I'd prefer not to get caught up in their mess. I'll resume the search for Mayu on my own. Solo acts have always suited me best, after all. That's what she said. Woohoo! Oh, I miss you so. More than you can know. Tell me where did you go? Mayu? That was Mayu's voice. I'm certain of it. Mayu, where are you, Mayu? Please, answer me. Also, you sponsored by Star Trek? I was. Oh, is it still on my stream? Let me take it off. I was sponsored by the game. Why? Sorry, we're gonna remove that. No longer sponsored. I was, though. For the game, not for actual Star Trek. I was gonna say. Look, there's a walkway to another building. Let's go, okay? Nana is probably over there somewhere. Yeah, I was sponsored by their mobile game, their Fleet Command. Her name is Nari Amatoya. I'm a 7th grader in Musashigawa Girls Middle School, class 1-6. Nana is a friend I've had since I was a little girl. Her real name is Nana Ogasawara. She'd been with me up until just recently, when we'd randomly gotten ourselves separated in the halls. I did still have another companion with me, but, well, she wasn't really somebody I could count on, like at all. Wait, Nari, my feet are tired. That's how it always was with her. I'd lost count of how many things she'd found to whine about in this place. This was Chihaya Yamaze, a follow... This was Chihaya Yamaze, a fellow member of the drama club, never satisfied but willing to do anything about it. Drama fit her to a T. If Nana were with us, I'm pretty sure she'd give in to Chihaya's whining and insist we take a break. But I'm not Nana, and I won't be guilted so easily. But we were rolling in money if she was sponsored by Star Trek. Yeah, we wish. Then have a seat. I'll go on without you. No! But you're too tired to walk, aren't you? I can walk. It really was just like leading a child around. She was as spoiled as can be. I truly felt it wasn't possible for any human being to be more spoiled than Chihaya. But it's not like I could really leave her behind, you know? She'd be dead in no time flat, as helpless as she was. What the hell? That's dangerous, you know? The ground is slippery here. You can't just jump into me like that. But the thunder... You know, thunder isn't exactly rare and mysterious danger or anything. It's certainly nothing to get worked up about. Do you jump and grab onto people's shoulders when it thunders at home or at school too? Uh-huh. If Nana's around, it's usually her. So I'm supposed to be her proxy then. Nari, are you mad? Not especially. Let's just go, okay? I'm sure you'd rather grab the real Nana rather than settling for a poor substitute like me, right? Uh-huh. Seriously? You're just gonna agree with that? This building seems a lot more run down than the other one. My head kinda hurts. I'll give you that one. I guess this is what they mean when they say the air feels heavy. We shouldn't stay in here any longer than we have to. I wonder if Nana really is in here. Well, all we can do is look for her. I'm sure she's doing the same right now, so we're bound to run into each other sooner or later. How soon do you think? Maybe Nana is already... Again with that crap? Just stop, okay? But... Don't cry, damn it! I'm scared too, you know. I told myself that I was going to find Nana in this second building. Come hell or high water, failure was not an option. A decaying human head has been forcibly crammed into the top left cubby. Yeah. We've read this so many times. That's horrible. Hey, seriously, you need to stop shoving. Chihaya seemed almost as if she were trying to hide behind my body from the sight of the severed head, and she wound up pushing me forward in the process. If she didn't want to see it, she could just not look at it. Why did she need to be so grabby? Worse still, she was pushing me right into the shelf, giving me an uncomfortably close view of the head, not to mention the things crawling on it. Oh god, no! See, this is why you should keep your hands to yourself. Honestly, how am I supposed to be your shield or something? Okay, where would they need to go? Boys' room? Oh, the boys' room entrance is completely boarded up. There's no way to get inside right now. Do you know what lies beneath this school? It's a mire of agony and torment that can drive a man to madness with a single touch. Okay. Thanks for the visual. Music room? So many things to look at. Bam. Anything to interact with for them? Or is it all the same stuff? I'm dead now. All I've done since I got here is watch out for her. All I've done is protect her. I wish I hadn't bothered. Because in the end, she died too. Stupid, 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 stupid. I'm going to kill her. Even though she's already dead. Kill her, kill her, kill her. Give me back my life, goddammit! Ah, what the hell? Sorry, I accidentally dropped my pouch on the piano. Jeez, don't scare me like that. Nothing else? Okay. Staff room. Nope. Large hole in the floor. No staff room. Art room. Anything for them? Nothing seems particularly useful. Canvas is blank, or it might be anyway. There seems to be a faint, almost imperceptible stain across it, roughly in the shape of a human torso. But it might just be the lighting. The last people said it was a flower. The entire canvas is covered, from corner to corner, with realistic scale drawings of flies. Thousands upon thousands of them. Oh, I can't look at that one. Inside of the cabinet is blood red throughout, as if someone very carefully painted it that way. Actually, wait, isn't that tube of red paint inside? And it looks unopened. In fact, it looks completely untouched. There's not even the slightest indication that anyone has so much as moved the tube of paint in years. Which means this red coloring must be blood. Have we not gone? Yeah, we haven't gone to the reference room. The dull, gloomy corridor suddenly lit up brightly for just a moment. And in that moment, something became visible. And that was... that? There, glinting in the dim light, sat what appeared to be a component from some electronic device. In contrast with everything else in the school, it seemed like a fairly recent item. A decade old at most, but much likely newer. What do you suppose this is? I'm not really sure, but it kind of looks like a battery, maybe? Maybe somebody brought a beefed up phone or a game system in here. Might as well take it with us, I figured. Though, if I gave it to Chihaya for safekeeping, it would no doubt wind up on the ground again somewhere, so I decided to pocket the thing. Why you gotta be mean to Chihaya? Frickin' stutter. The door to the reference room is frozen in place, as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. Noom, 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 noom. There's a notice. I can't read it. Okay. There's no indication of anybody occupying any of these stalls, yet every one of them seems to be locked from the inside. Okay, we came from there. We went there. Wait, so I wonder where it wants us to go. Because we went there. That's what led up to the art room, is it not? Can't go up. Oh. On the other side of the hole, there was now a man collapsed on the ground. I couldn't see any obvious wounds on him, but he wasn't moving at all. It was hard to ascertain details in this dim light, but he seemed a bit too big to be a middle schooler or a high schooler, and he wasn't wearing a uniform. Who is that? Seems a bit too old to be a student. Is he dead? I don't know. Are you alright? Are you injured, maybe? Still no response. Maybe we should chuck something over there. Or maybe that would be a bad idea. Nari, look. This was lying on the floor over there. A camera? I wonder if it's his. Is that Taguchi? It was a fairly expensive-looking DV camcorder. And well-worn one at that, with dings and chips all over it. Nonetheless, it looked like it probably still worked. That could be Taguchi. He's got the red jacket. Sounds like saying hello, hello. What is it this time? Mayu, where have you gotten yourself off to? Mayu, I swear I heard your voice just a moment ago. You can't be far. You were singing about missing me. Are you okay? Have you been injured? Are you afraid? Are you lonely? Damn it, Taguchi, what the hell is keeping you? It's been well over an hour. I'm waiting here to exchange information with you when I could be out searching. Where was he? Damn it, god damn it. Why has it come to this? Ugh, Mayu, I don't care about anyone else. I just want you to be safe. Just you, and I'll be happy. The hell are you looking at? In my agitated state, I kicked a pair of hallway slippers that was sitting on the ground nearby, and they flew right into the dead girl's face. You have to go now, unfortunately. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, Peter. Thanks for hanging out while you were here. What are you doing sitting at a place like that anyway? You're dead. You're not worthy of such an honored seat. You're an eyesore. Huh? What's that look? You think I'm strange? What gives you the right, you goddamn stiff? I grabbed her jaw and began shaking it around, and was a bit startled by the sensation. Felt just like I was touching living flesh. Except this person was very, very cold. Cold as a statue covered in skin and muscle, but a statue nonetheless. What am I doing? Have I lost my mind? What else would I be doing venting my anger to a dead body? I'm terribly sorry. I see now that your eyes have been sliced up, so you really weren't looking at anything, were you? Huh? What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? If I'd asked you this a few days ago, I've no doubt you've been able to voice your objections and slap me right in the face. Miss Arisa Kaida, pity. Get it together, Sakataru. If you keep this up, you'll never find Mayu. Besides, this poor girl is an unfortunate victim. She's done nothing wrong. Want to know a secret, Kaida? You're quite the looker right now. But you're just going to rot from here on out. Just rot and rot. You'll rot until your flesh gets all soft and mushy like soup, and your skin starts to stretch and sag, and your eyeballs spill out of your head like raw eggs. The smell you produce will be fouler than any toilet, and every part of you, your face, your mouth, your bowels, will become maggot chow. But before that happens, yes, let's preserve that beautiful form of yours, shall we? I flipped my cell phone back on and switched it to camera mode, centering the lens on the lovely Miss Kaida. Her slashed and broken gaze was focused ahead of her at a downward-facing angle, yet in contrast to these injuries, she wore a peaceful expression on her face. Almost as if she were posing for me, just waiting for me to hit that shutter button. What a lovely visage. This will make a splendid picture. Superb! Have you ever heard of the French film called Un Chien Andalou? You remind me so much of it right now. Haha. Might I take another? You might just be more charming now than you were when you were alive. Yes, you must be. I mean, just look at that face. The line formed by those stiffened cheekbones. Ugh. I'm sorry, but it's just so erotic. And those cuts on your wrist. I tried poking her wound with my finger and heard a moist, squishy sound as my fingertip was swallowed up. She'd gone cold, but I guess there was still some blood left in her. Either that, or decomposition was already well underway. I pushed farther in, digging my finger through the gaps between the muscles until it struck something smooth and hard. I've struck bone. This vicious chill belies the steadfast strength of the marrow within. It's almost sensual. As I drew my face into her forehead, a few particles of perfume scented the foul odor of sweat and sebum that had heretofore been assaulting my nostrils. Sealed in a place like this, unable to even wash your hair, but you still found the time and energy to groom. How delightful. And yet, the smell of death and blood suits you so much better. So much better. What the hell have I been doing? Why have I been taking pictures of corpses? I suppose they do say stress is the real killer in situations like this, so anything I can do to relieve my build-up stress isn't so bad. Maybe continue this. Maybe the stream should come with a warning. Well, the game does, and my stream is marked for adults, so it's already like, you can't do anything about it. Yes, it's all just happenstance. There happen to be corpses in here, so I... Come to think of it, Taguchi was taking footage of the corpses in here as well, and he said he was doing it so he could file a police report. 1 hour has long since come and gone. Perhaps it's time I search for him as well. It's entirely possible that he's met with Mayu and is accompanying her after all. In which case, standing around here will accomplish nothing. I thought he was gonna say bone corpse. He thought he was gonna bone the corpse. He is creepy, but yeah. Amidst the darkness of the corridors, I spotted human figures, living ones this time. 2 of them. Both female and both much younger than I. I approached them without making a noise or saying a single word to announce myself. What is it this time? Junior high, I'd guess. Maybe 12 or 13 years old. One was clearly much more fear-prone than the other, as she'd wrapped herself around her companion's arm and was actively trying to hide behind her. She was looking in my general direction, but with the lighting as dim as it was, I had no idea whether or not she could see me. And while finding survivors in this land of the dead was a rare occurrence indeed, my focus was squarely on the man sprawled out farther down the hall. He was unconscious, possibly worse, and an uncrossable gap separated us, but I definitely recognized him. It was Taguchi. Is Mr. Taguchi dead? Was I concerned about him? Did I feel for him? Honestly, no. I felt nothing whatsoever at that moment. I was simply asking because I was curious. I'd normally calm and stoic, sure, but this seemed cold even by my standards. Did I really not care one way or another if he were dead? Hey, you know that guy? Not really. But you just said a name, didn't you? Here, I think this belongs to him. Give it a look. The girl handed me a beat-up DV camera. No doubt about it, this was the same one Taguchi had been looking into when I met him earlier. I took it without a word and immediately tried to turn it on, but to no avail. It had no power. Battery's dead. Doesn't seem like it'll be much of use anymore. I think we found its battery pack on the ground too. Here, try it out. Okay. The hell is his problem? Okay, he says. What kind of social reject accepts a stranger's kindness like that? Not that I need thanks or anything, but still. Nari, don't worry, he's not even listening. I placed the battery pack into the DV camera and immediately saw the red power light pop on. Still fully functional by all appearances. Now I can check over the footage he's collected. So what are you two doing here? Huh? Well, we're looking for our friends Nana and Hikari, fellow students from Moshigawa Junior High, and some others from the senior high. My name's Nari. This is Chihaya. I see. Middle schoolers, then. The littler of you two reminds me of Mochida's sister. Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. You're a senior high school student, right? I'm looking for someone too. Her name is Mayu Suzumoto. Have either of you seen her? You know, it's proper manners to introduce yourself before you start asking questions. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm Sakutaro Morishige, an 11th grader at Kisaragi Academy High School. Back to my question then. Have either of you seen Mayu? I have a picture of her here. I flipped open Mayu's student ID to its photo page, almost as if I were a sheriff flashing my badge, but the responses from the two were not encouraging. They exchanged a quick glance with one another, then shook their heads. I don't think either of us have seen her, no. I see. That's alright. There may be some clue to her whereabouts in this camera. I rewound the tape a bit and put the camera in playback mode. Immediately, a horrifying imagery began displaying on the device's tiny LCD screen. Audio was irrelevant. It seemed like the only sounds on the tape were those of Taguchi's ragged breathing and footsteps, and his occasional self-mutterings. 90% of the video footage, then, consisted of dead bodies, while the remaining 10% was mostly just the camera auto-focusing in the dim light. Each body was shot from a variety of angles, so their causes of death could be easily determined. Guess he really was planning on showing them to the police. The hell is this? It's nothing but dead bodies. Get it away! I don't want to see that! The two nosy girls were peeking in on the video's contents over my shoulder, and neither of them seemed quite certain quite how to react. Amazing. He really did a nice job with these. So many bodies I haven't seen yet. So many. They're like Sheila paintings. I know what Sheila is. Sheila is an artist. They talked about him in Shameless. They're so beautiful. Still, his technique could do better. He does catch the viewer's eye. There's too much restraint. Too much distance. If it were me. Nari. Okay. What's the matter? Why exactly are you laughing? Laughing? Am I laughing? Yeah, you're smiling and laughing, like you're having a grand old time. Well, that's rather odd, isn't it? Nari, let's... Okay, I'm sorry, but we have to be going now. Going? Where exactly? Well, we were in the middle of searching for our friends. What's your rush? Maybe there's something I can do to help. That's quite alright. We'll handle it on our own. Goodbye now. I think that must have been a misunderstanding. Maybe they thought I was some kind of pervert. Well, that's fine by me. It would be a pain in the ass to change their minds anyways. Besides, that was a rather fascinating reaction. I think I'll leave the camera here. It's Taguchi's eyes, after all. No one else could possibly feel what he felt from anything he caught on it. I want to keep taking in these surroundings with my own eyes, to keep feeling what the school has to offer in my own personal way. I want my own collection, or I suppose I just want to process the dead, to possess the dead. I want to make them mine. Wait, what am I thinking? I should be searching for Mayu right now. These photos are just for stress relief. If I lost myself to despair before even finding Mayu, she could be gone forever, and I mustn't let that happen. Yes, this is all just one step in the long process of finding her, and I certainly can't be mixing up a single step with my end goal. But I want to see more. I can't travel, though. Taguchi is completely motionless. It's impossible to tell from here if he's dead. If he's dead, though, or simply unconscious. He's got a great evil laugh. Yeah, you need it to play Morishige. Oh, great. Another earthquake? After bracing myself on the indeterminate amount of time, the earthquake finally subsided. There's a candle shimmering here, along with a note. Whatever you do, don't look behind you. What happens if I do? Stay back! What's wrong? Where's Fukuroi? Shut the hell up! I told you to stay back! You're in league with him, aren't you? You seem confused. What happened, Yamamoto? Don't touch me! There's blood on your hands! You really are! You really are! You're mistaken. This is from examining a dead body earlier. It's just as I thought then. How can you be so cavalier about touching corpses? You're not right. There's no getting through to her in this state, it seems. I won't be fooled. I won't be taken in by your lies anymore. Okay, bye. I'm not bothered by it. She's certainly in a mood. Living humans are so irredeemably noisy. People need to understand the value of silence. Yamamoto? Already gone, is she? I should find some place to collect myself. That's right, I can always go back there. I almost forgot about taping that production of The Barber of Seville. I have to make sure I get home in time. And here I was again. I pressed the button on my phone to shut off the second alarm I'd set. If this time display were accurate, then there was no chance of making it home in time to record the show for Mayu. I'll have to apologize to her later. I slid my finger naturally, almost automatically, from shutting off the alarm to opening my folder of saved photos. There was no sound in the room other than the tone of my button presses, and virtually no light other than that of that's shown from the LCD screen, or so it seemed anyway. Yet this was my rock. In this place, I could truly relax. Here and here alone, I felt at peace. The air was filled with the overpowering aroma of blood and entrails. It would be enough to make most people vomit, but for me it was a smell to savor. I'd even describe it as comforting. Perhaps it's because it reminded me that I was in her presence. She, who decorated the wall like a flower in full bloom. When I sat across from her, I felt more at ease than I can possibly convey in words. It was as if she'd always been there for me. It was as if she'd always be here for me, as if she were waiting for me. And sure enough, whenever I felt weary or needed respite, the door to this infirmary would always open for me, despite the tendency to the contrary. Each time it did, though, I would always be drawn in as if the room was swallowing me up, and my eyes would always happen upon this offering first. This girl upon the wall, slowly drying and slowly rotting, would always be there to greet me, and never once did I tire of the sight. I've sure taken a lot, so many photos of the dead. Sounds like wedding music, yeah, 'cause he's in love. I began talking to myself, or maybe I was talking to her. Within my phone's memory were stored some of man's most sensual, most voluptuous objects d'art, and she was the tip of the brush, the grand prelude. I'd amassed a whole other building's worth of beautiful sculptures to admire now, too. I was thrilled to bursting. This is the one. This was the sculpture known as Mitsuki Yamamoto in life. But in death, she was my property, one of my many pieces of found art. Those spirited eyes, now dulled and clammy, those lips that spoke such harsh words, now stained with blood, her abdomen shredded, her innards exposed. So alluring, so captivating was she now. Sometimes, destroying that which is beautiful only serves to make it more beautiful. And truly, this was the proof. Still, it is a shame. It was a shame that I could only gaze upon these gorgeous works of art within these school grounds. Before returning home with Mayu, I'd need to erase every one of these photographs from my phone. It seemed like such a waste. The world in which I once dwelled was far too narrow-minded to accept those masterpieces. It was often a hard place to call home. But as long as I had Mayu with me, I could endure. And to that end, this folder was an obstacle, a detriment, a hurdle to be overcome before I could rejoin the world of the living. I needed to delete it, to put it all behind me. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. If I do it after I get back. Lullaby. Oh, that's just the end of that chapter. I thought we would see him go insane, but not yet. Not yet. Episode 5 clear. Okay, that's a lot of things. Whew. Simple Pleasures is the achievement name. So what, we have 2 left? Oh yeah, we have Mire and Tooth. Cool. Yeah. Well, thanks to everyone who hung out. That was a very long stream for me and I'm incredibly tired. I'm gonna go lay down for so long after this. Oh my goodness. I remember back in the day, I would do 8-hour plus streams. I just don't have that stamina right now. Hi Luna, you're still in trouble. Get down. Go lay down. Go. Lay down. You're still in trouble. Lay down. We had a hole in our bed. Well done. Thanks. We did 2 chapters. I'm so proud of us. Have a good rest of your day, Tony and Miller. And goodbye.